right here.
That's fine.
You doing it?
Yeah. Marcus says anything else, I'll tell him his music sucks.
You got the national anthem?
I do.
You do?
I do. I used to do this a long time before you got here.
Can I sit there?
No, that's where that's what the guy said. I don't know where he is right now, but that's where he's sitting. Where's what's his name?
Matt had to run to West or East real quick because we have the game going on there. But the thing is, they're using the same
Yeah. We know there. Yeah, that was.
They gave it to the JV coach. Dropped it somewhere? They have separate balls, yeah. They get the wrong ball back.
Fair enough.
Yeah. She's very nice, very good.
So I put this.
He's coming back. He's gonna be a few. He had to go to the other side of the city. Yeah.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's basketball matchup featuring the St. Ray Academy Saints and the Cranston High School West Falcons. If everyone could please rise, remove all hats and headwear for the playing of our national anthem.
You have to play.
Yeah, no. I'm worried about standing up first.
Come on, man, press play.
Take Corey.
wrong. Marcus's.
Sue, what's smash and splash? Oh, look it up.
It's a rage room.
Is it?
Oh, really?
It's a rage room, so half of it's like a.
And now here
And then
is
they
starting
have
line
that
starting with
paintball.
St. Ray. At forward number 44, Kamari Brown. At guard number 1, Neon White. At guard number 3, Nathan Hernandez. At guard number 4, Jaden Cardoso. And at forward number 35, Moses Hughes. Now the starting line for the Cranston West Falcons. At guard number 0, Anthony Veltri. At guard number 1, Marcus Shaw. At forward number 3, Hudson Carvalho. At forward number 4, Jamie Aponte. And at guard number 5, Nick Massey.
Gotta play music, but.
Hmm?
So you gotta play music.
I don't have their song. I did forget about that, admittedly.
What?
Their,
I do.
the thing, whatever it was.
I do. Next game. When is next game?
Next week. Next home game's next week.
On 35, Moses Hughes is first, team first. Pass number 1, Neon White.
Foul on Hudson.
Ball on number 3, Hudson Carvalho is first, team first. Now shooting number 1, Neon White. Now shooting number 4, Jamie Aponte.
And we apologize for the technical difficulties and welcome you inside the Penzoli Sports Network broadcast of Cranston West basketball against the St. Ray's Saints. 3:26 left to go here in the first quarter, and an 8-7 lead for the Falcons with Jamie Aponte at the line, completing the second. As that one will go off, and it's rebounded by the three of Nathan Hernandez. Hernandez sets up, fires one from downtown, and the rejection from the 24 of Lucian Spramello. But they call the foul on the play. That's the 44 by Brown. And Brown hits that one, so it knots us at 8. Misses the second of that one as Marcus Chung brings that up the floor for the Falcons. Chung to Veltri as it'll settle in on Aponte. Back again with Veltri. Aponte outside. 3-ball. Got it! Jamie and Aponte hits the 3. Falcons back on top at 11-8. And an offensive foul that will be called on St. Ray's. Moses Muse called for the foul. His second of the half. Team 7th puts Cranston in the bonus. For the 4 of Aponte spinning through, and 3-second violation is called. We'll give the ball back to St. Ray's. And a timeout called. We'll take the timeout as well. You're watching Cranston West basketball presented by Precision Home Lending.
Want to close your home purchase or refinance faster? Contact me, David Delbonis, at 401-487-7379, President Precision Home Lending. Trust the experts and we'll make your loan experience amazing.
(11-8) Falcons over the Saints. After the 3-second violation, and the Falcons are going to go on a defensive play here against the Saints. They'll have the inbound. Falcons riding on the 3 ball from Jamie and Aponte to put them up 11-8. As Nathan Hernandez brings this one in. Hernandez dropped that one in the corner for Jonah Vendito. Brown and off, and they're going to say Falcons ball. Two and change left to go here in this first quarter. Underneath, and a lean back attempt from Spermello is no good. Drive through and a 2 to tie us, to bring us within 1 at 11-10. Veltri and a travel. One other game in action tonight on Fans Only Sports Network. Cranston East Thunderbolts taking on the Narragansett Mariners. You flip over and catch Tim Yeen on the call there from Cranston East. Run back and a pass back to Spermello. Spermello's second attempt got it. 13-10 3-point lead for the Falcons. It's 1 versus 1 as Chung defends. From the corner and a long distance shot by Vendito. That one went over top, picked by Hernandez. Inside, and a foul called, they'll count it. Kamari Brown gets the bucket and he'll have 1 to shoot. Foul gets called on Justin Padalano, his first. It's the 4th for the Falcons in the half. Brown hits that and we're tied with 58 seconds left to go. Chung quickly across as they look for Zarella. Ryan Zarella! With 40 seconds left to go. 10-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. As that one gets sent and a blocking foul is called. And it's going to be against the 24 of Spermello. It sends the 22. As Scott Pilardi goes to the line. Substitution is going to bring Aponte back in as he's going to switch with Spermillo. There's going to be a 3-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock as he hits that one. 15-14, 38 seconds left to go here in the first. Chung, aware of the game clock, will send this one to the corner. 3-ball, Ryan Zarella. Gives the Falcons a 4-point lead, 20 seconds to go. Intercepted, Marcus Chung. Headed the other way, no foul call. Aponte put back, got the members roll. Aponte defensively now, as they set that one out on the opposite side off the iron, they won't get it. (20-14). Falcons lead the Saints. We'll be back for the second quarter. You're watching Cranston West Basketball on Fans Only Sports Network.
Oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score!
Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
20-14, Falcons over the Saints as we start the second quarter of play. Ryan Zarella, Jamie Aponte, 3 balls to help stretch the lead out for the Falcons, and they'll defend against the St. Ray's Saints to start this second. Today's game is brought to you by Precision Home Lending, the LaPointe Insurance Group, Remax, the Alba Group, and Michael C. Lima, attorney at law. Underneath, and a whistle, and a call against the Saints will give the Falcons the ball 10 seconds into the second quarter. Pop shot from the stripe went Hudson Carvalho, could not complete, and the Saints will bring this one back. Hernandez off of the hands of Carvalho, and a foul called. And the foul's called on Amari Brown. And so Kamari Brown, his second, team 8th, and they're in the bonus, so Falcons will shoot 1-1. Missed and completely missed. So it's going to be Saints ball. Cardozo. Off from Hernandez. Put back Brown, and traveling called. Aponte, the opportunity to inbound now here for the Falcons. He'll bounce that one for Veltri. Anthony Veltri across midcourt. As he went in the corner looking for Carvalho. Carvalho's still with it, and he's bodied out and trying to get it. As well was the 5 of Nick Massey. Neither of them able to get a hold on it. Off of a St. Ray's player. So Veltri up top for Zarella. And they're going to say Zarella pushed with his elbow. Nick Massey underneath. They called it on Nick Massey underneath. Zarella carrying the ball. Brown, foul called. Veltri called for his first. 7th for the Falcons puts them into the bonus. As Brown hits the front end. Second shot for Kamari Brown. Gets both of them. 4-point lead, 20-16. Veltri from the line. Brought back down by Massey and then out of bounds as they tussled for it. For Veltri up top. Veltri as he works with Aponte. Take it away. Kiss off of the glass. Brings it to within a 2-point game. Veltri cannot get the members kiss off the glass, and we're headed the other way. Jaden Cardoso. Outside for Vendito, 3-ball. And a timeout called by the Falcons as the game is flipped on its head. 21-20 Saints, 6:05 left to go in the half. You're watching Rhode Island High School boys basketball on Fans Only Sports Network.
Oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
Oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
6:05 left to go here in the first half. Falcons now trailing 1 at 21-20, led by as many as 6. As Ryan Zarella, who has a couple of threes on the night, will bring this one up court for the Falcons. Zarella dumps inside for Nick Massey. And the Falcons back on top. Cardoso from the outside as that one was rejected by Aponte on Jonah Vendito's attempt. They're going to try this one from the edge, and they're going to say foul 3 holding on Hudson Carvalho underneath. So it's going to send the 4 of Jaden Cardoso to the line to shoot 1 and 1. Spermillo is going to come in for the 3 of Carvalho. He hits the front end of the one-on-one, and we're tied at 22. Lane violation called on Falcons, and so they'll reshoot. 5:36 left to go here in the half. As he hits that one for 23-22. Veltri had to be super careful of the coach from St. Ray's, and a warning given by the ref to the coach that was very close to interference. (23-22) Saints. They work that one with Cardoso for the outside. Rebound by Moses Muse, back for Cardoso. Vendito. And a big rejection they're going to call Saints ball as Aponte got in the way there. So too did the 5 of Massey. Off the inbound, a shot from Cardoso, rebounded by Veltri. As Marcus Chung works that one across the floor from the corner. Jamian Aponte. The 3 ball, and it's a 2-point lead. Underneath Aponte, the rejection, and they call the foul. And that's what we call a bad beat. Jamie Aponte straight posterized the kid. It was all ball in the glass. And he misses both. Little bit of poetic justice, perhaps. But the Saints recover the ball. Cardoso, corner. 3-point, rebounded by Muse. And he goes up, and a foul called against Spermillo. They're going to call the basket good, and it brings us knotted at 25. And Spermillo has 3rd foul already. And the Falcons are at the 10. So it'll put Muse at the line for 2. And he hits it. My apologies, they counted the basket, so it was 1. Marcus Chung drops it. And we get to 27-26, 3 and change left to go. Deflected by the 4 of Aponte on the attempt from Kamari Brown. Underneath, spin ball. Coming down with it. They're going to call it jump ball. Chung. Little off of the mark on that one. Rebounded by Cardoso. Little bit of a mishandle and trying to drive through. Kamari Brown with the rebound. Brown pitches that one out, and 3 seconds called. From the corner and off the inside of the iron from Kennedy Arias. Travel called on Cardoso. This game is back and forth. As head coach James Sweeney sets his court. Marcus Chung off of the fingertips, they'll say, of Chung. Saints ball. Falcons go on the road for the next two. They'll be at Lincoln and then at Middletown before they return back here to the Nest on January 15th against Hope. Looking to get on the right side of things. They've dropped their last three. As Chung got decked to the floor, and they call travel. And they called a technical foul on Marcus Chung.
Now shooting number 44, Kamari Brown.
Kamari Brown will shoot it. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Chung. And Brown misses the first. He'll get the second one, and it brings us tied at 27. The Saints will get the ball. Brown, as he drives through, off, Muse rebounds, Muse puts it in. Inside of 2 left to go here. As Chung brings us around, pop shot will be pulled down by Cardoso. Little stutter step and a back dribble from Cardoso. He pitches that one out into the corner. Quick from Nick Massey. Foul called. It'll be called on Jaden Cardoso for a push. It'll be the 9th team foul, so they'll go 1-1. So Veltri goes to the line, shooting 1-1. cannot get the front end, tie up and a loose ball, and it comes down for the Saints. Hernandez inside, Brown. That time rejected by Padalano, no call. Back of the outside, in and out. And Jonah Vendito. And over and back. Called, and it'll be Falcons ball. Or carry dribble, my apologies. Chung drops it off the backside of the iron. And the final 35 seconds, there's a 2-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Loose ball. Kicked up for Vendito. Got it. It stretches the lead to 10 for the Saints after they trailed by as many as 6. And Falcons will have a chance for the last shot of the half. It will go from Kennedy Arias. 37-29 Saints lead at the half. We'll take the commercial break. You're watching Cranston West Boys Basketball on Fans Only Sports Network.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone. That is a touchdown.
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
In and oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
And fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Let's try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
As we welcome you back inside Cranston West Gymnasium, 37-29 Saints leading the Falcons as we get set for the third quarter of action.
Yeah. Now he's waiting for the cheerleaders.
Saints will have the ball to start the third as they're waiting for the Cranston West cheerleaders. No baseline room here at Cranston West, so unlike in college, you won't see the cheerleaders across the baseline. As the rebound is driven in by Cardozo. And the Saints stretch the lead back to 10. Tonight's game is brought to you by Precision Home Lending, the LaPointe Insurance Group, Michael C. Lima, Attorney at Law, and Remax the Alba Group. As a foul called on Kamari Brown. It's his third and the team first of the second half. And Falcons will get the ball underneath. Inbound goes to Anthony Veltri. Marcus Chung. Aponte on a bounce pass, and it's taken away by Brown. Rolls in. And Brown stretches the lead. They go inside for Massey, back out for Veltri. 3-ball. Anthony Veltri pops the 3. Kamari Brown, that one may have gotten deflected by Chung. Came off the backboard, rebounded by Veltri. Inside for Massey. And it ends up getting brought down by Hernandez. And a whistle underneath. A 3-second violation on the Saints. So Chung will carry it across midcourt as Chung battles against Hernandez. Aponte driving through, cannot get it to drop. Rebound by the Saints as they carry this one across. They'll set with Cardozo down in the corner for Hernandez. Bronzo Bradley off of his hands out of bounds, and it's Falcons ball. Marcus Chung, senior captain of this team, as Hudson Carvalho pops a bucket. Chung and Carvalho, two names that you're heard quite often during football season over the past couple of years. Both seniors, both closing off storied careers at Cranston West. As that one goes off the glass and in. Massey. And the Saints and the Falcons trading baskets right now with 5 left to go here in the third. Cardozo has to battle hard against Massey. That one's going to come out in the corner. Muse underneath. And Moses Muse with the little wrist flex comes back, and a deflection by Beltry. The basket continued in, and they call a foul. Yanzi White. And a block called on the Saints. Cardozo with the foul. They'll switch Jonah Vendito in for the 4 of Cardozo as Cardozo picks up his 4th foul. That one immediately out of bounds. Carvalho will inbound again. As that one is hit. Hernandez. Muse, 3 seconds on St. Ray's, and a turnover. So Ponte to Veltri as Veltri brings it across midcourt. Outside to Massey, drives in, foul is going to get called on Muse.
On the 35, Muse, his third.
And Moses Muse will get called for his third. Sends Massey to the line to shoot 2. Massey on the second, and he hits that one. Differential at 9, 4 left to go here in the third. White, Vendito. As Hernandez tries to drive along the baseline, ends up in the hands of Anthony Veltri. Veltri long distance intercepted. Polarity out to Vendito off Hernandez, and that one will be no good. They're going to call a foul on the floor. Veltri gets called for his third. It's the second of the half. Vendito from the corner. Off. Rebounded by Bradley as loose ball picked up by Massey. And Carvalho will send that one a little over top of Veltri's head. Hernandez for White. Vendito. Back up top for Hernandez with 21 to shoot as they're going to try to go inside. And they go tic-tac-toe back to the outside, and Hernandez hits that one. Aponte lost the ball, and they're going to call a kick ball. And the call is on Jonathan Dino. Aponte for the inbound. Chung trying to move on a cut route, slides, and Vendito for White. A little bit of a push from Chung to Hernandez. Inside is Bradley, and you might be able to get away with that in the NBA, but you won't be able to get away with it in high school basketball. Travel called for Nick Massey the other way quickly. Massey trying to get a putback, so too was Spamillo. And they're going to say white ball. So Falcons for the inbound. Azzarella tried to go up in the putback from Spamillo. Timeout called by Cranston West. They've got it to 9. It's 49-40 Saints. 1:53 left to go here in the third.
Want to close your home purchase or refinance faster? Contact me, David Delbonis, at 401-487-7379, President Precision Home Lending. Trust the experts and we'll make your loan experience amazing.
.49-40, Saints leading the Falcons. 1:53 left to go here in the third.
I was waiting on that. I looked at my head at the wrong time. What's going on? Dude, I was already holding. Seriously. First game, we were out of here. Yeah.
Saints to inbound is White to Nathan Hernandez. White. Hernandez back to White as he'll drive the baseline and gets it off the glass. Jonah Vendito gets called for the foul. And Spamulo misses the first of two. As Justin Padalano checks in for Nick Massey. Hits the second. 51-41. Chung gets called for a push on Neon White. And it's his second, third for the Falcons, and it's going to be an inbound at midcourt for the Saints. For White, Vendito lost a handle in the corner, loose ball out of bounds. And they're going to call it off of White last, so it's going to be Saints ball. Vendito just barely gets that into Hernandez back. And a pop shot is rebounded, but out of bounds is Pilardi. And Pilardi got called for a foul in the midst of that. And it puts the Saints out to 5 fouls already. Zarella from the corner. And that's recovered. They try to go fast break. Pilardi. Travel called on Pilardi. Aponte inside, and a kiss off the glass from Spamulo. There is a point differential, a .7 differential between the game clock and the shot clock as the Falcons called timeout.
Game On mouth guards. Game On mouth guards have superior shock absorbency, are impervious to viruses and bacteria, and also is the only mouthpiece ever to earn the American Dental Association's seal of acceptance.
51-43, 24 seconds left to go here in the third. And the Saints will have the inbound bench side for Kamari Brown. Jimmy DePonte gets called for the push, and it'll be the team's fourth foul. As they'll call the charging foul. And it gets called on Scott Pilardi, his second, and the Saints are one away from being in the small bonus. Chung brings that one across midcourt. Drop down for Spermulo. No call from the referees as he got hit from behind. Vendito. 3 ball at the buzzer. $11-point lead for the Saints, 54-43, 8 minutes left to play. Can the Falcons come back in the fourth? You're watching Rhode Island High School boys basketball on Fans Only Sports Network.
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
Fires, deflected, no, rebound, score!
The handball shot off the post, score!
Gonna try a kick, goes in!
Taken away on a stretcher, shot, score! Cornell down the field, end zone! That is a touchdown!
And oh, the ball's loose. He'll cough it back up, and he'll get across for the touchdown.
Oh, Rodriguez rolls out to his right, throws it back in the end zone, intercepted in the back of the end zone.
54-43, 8 left to play. The Falcons have the inbound of Ponte. We'll get things underway. Marcus Chung. Out on the outside edge in a 3-ball attempt. That came from Padalano. And they're going to call jump ball as a tie-up between Aponte and Bradley. Hernandez. Doubly defended. And it's sent up from the corner by Vendito. Pulled back down by Spermulo. Headed the other way, and getting the roll is Ryan Zarella. Kick ball on the Falcons. Up top are White. Brown trying to drive through the lane. Kicked back out to White as he had nowhere to go. Now it goes through the hands of Brown, and Marcus Chung can bring it out for the Falcons. He settles with Padalano. Padalano pushed off of Brown a little bit and missed the shot. 3 ball in the corner, and White cannot hit that one. Chung, Aponte, as they went up over top of Padalano, and it's going to bring a Saints inbound and Nick Massey back into the game. Driving through is White, loose ball, jump ball called. Falcons are going to get it. Six left to go, and a 6 would be huge for the Falcons. They've hit back-to-back threes a couple of times during this game tonight. A couple of back-to-back threes with a stop would bring them within 3. Chung, corner. As Zarella was trying to step for it, he gets dispossessed of the ball. Headed the other way, Muse in the lane, and a foul called on Spramulo. They did not call the foul. I guess they just called the rejection and it out of bounds off of Spramulo. Chung through the middle, and that's going to be a foul as Chung gets bodied. So Chung goes to the line to shoot 2. Five and a half left to go. Falcons trying to see if they can pull the comeback. Picked up by Brown. Brown, and that's a charge. And that's it for Kamari Brown. Kamari Brown's going to pick up his 5th, and it's also in the bonus for the Saints, and they're going to go put the Falcons at the line 1-1. And they have just lost their big man as Brown is fouled out. The offensive foul. No, the Saints don't shoot. Muse underneath. Travel called. Seven-point differential at 47-54. Not having to force the game yet, but the Falcons do need to get points on the board and the ability to get a stops as Bradley is going to get whistled for the foul. Sorry, check that as they have Ian Bing listed as the 15. And it goes off of Muse. And the inbound is just lost. They say it wasn't touched, so it's on the baseline. Hernandez. Inside went Pilardi. Chung pitches out for Veltri underneath as he runs the baseline back out to Chung. Stutter step from Chung. Veltri 3-ball off. It will be recovered by Hernandez. And a 3-ball from Cardoso. Timeout called by Cranston West as the Saints stretch it back to 10.
Want to close your home purchase or refinance faster? Contact me, David Delbonis, at 401-487-7379, President Precision Home Lending. Trust the experts and we'll make your loan experience amazing.
57-47, 3:48 left to go. Tonight's game on Fans Only Sports Network brought to you by Precision Home Lending. Michael C. Lima, attorney at law. By Remax, the Alba Group, and the LaPointe Insurance Group. One of the Falcons cheerleaders showing her tumbling skills during the timeout. And the Falcons have found themselves from up by 6 in the first half to tumbling out of this game as they trail by 10. They'll set the clock at 33. Chung. Massey, and he was trying to get on the outside for Valtry. 4 against 4, Aponte, and the foul called, or are they just going to call? They're just going to call the rejection. Muse. Up top and driving through the lane is Cardozo. Three left to go. Ponte will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul's on Moses Muse, and that's his 4th. And the Falcons in the double bonus. Gets the second one. Hernandez and Cardozo. Gets Chung to commit a hold. That's his 3rd. It's the 5th foul of the half for the Falcons. Cardozo. All the way across, and a 3 ball by Neon White. And the fast break pass goes over top of the hands of Veltri and out of play. Falcons will go on the road for the next 2 at Lincoln on the 5th, at Middletown on the 11th before they return home for 2 as they'll play Tollgate on the 15th and Hope on the 17th. We'll have those games on the 15th and the 17th for you right here on Fans Only Sports Network, your home for Cranston High School West Athletics. Looking forward to the second half of this basketball season. Both teams, both the boys and girls teams, trying to make runs for the playoffs if they can. Still a lot of basketball left to be played as Massey puts that one up. 14-point differential, though, for the Falcons to try to overcome. Fourteen-point differential. 64-50, 155 left to go. It'll be Saints ball underneath with Jaden Cardozo. Cardozo cross midcourt, lost a little bit of a handle on it, but maintained as he gives it for Hernandez. Cardozo. 12 seconds left to go as Muse tried to go up and Spermello came away with it. Mishandle and Muse comes away with it. Stepped by White, Muse, and a foul. Spermulo gets called for his fourth, team 6. Muse at the line for 2. Falcons girls basketball back in action tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We'll have that game for you from the nest right here on Fans Only Sports Network. As always, go to fansonlysports.sprtz.com for information. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever social media you might have at FOSPORTZ. Veltri cannot get the members roll, and it's brought back down by Pilardi inside of the final minute to go. And a 16-point lead for the Saints. They'll hold this one out. About a 25-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock, and so 2 possessions, if there's a shot clock violation, will exit this game. Comes back for Cardozo. Foul called on Spermulo, his 5th, and he's out of the game. And it puts the Saints on the line, shooting 1-1. And the Saints will switch everybody with 28 seconds left. So one more for Cardozo. And he hits the second one, and that'll do it. Falcons will try to pass break. They get a pass to Veltri. And the Saints will bring this one across, and they can just hold it out as the shot clock is off. 68-52, your final is the Saints are going to win over the Cranston West Falcons. Saints pick up their first win on the season. They go to 1-2. Cranston West will drop to 2-3, and they'll look to get back on the right side of things as they've lost 4 straight now. If you count the Christmas tournament games, they'll go to Lincoln on January 5th. That'll do it for us tonight here on Fans Only Sports Network. We thank you so much for tuning in. For Matt Gillis, Jake Robert, all of us here at Fans Only Sports, have a great night.